If you've been trying to ignore the whole cryptocurrency thing, it's probably time to start paying attention. At this point, your favorite musician probably knows more about it than you do. Welcome to CryptoGalaxy, where we give you the latest updates on everything from cryptos to NFTs to the best investments in the blockchain world. In today's video, we'll be talking mainly about music NFTs and the future of music. If you're new here, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell to receive more videos like this. Most musicians are finding it extremely difficult to make a living in the streaming era. Artists are paid pennies per stream, and many struggle to find large audiences at all. According to data from 2019 and 2020, the top 1% of artists receive 90% of all streams. As a result, even moderately successful artists have little hope. Allan, whose songs received millions of plays in 2020, only receive a few hundreds of dollars per month from streaming, forcing him to take on jobs such as mixing and mastering other artists' music to pay the bills. However, over the last 6 months, Allan has shifted to a different model that gives him both financial and creative freedom: NFTs. While the pandemic kept Allan mostly at home and prevented him from earning money by performing live, he has been selling digital copies of his electronic pop songs as NFTs, or non-fungible tokens, for thousands of dollars each. He spends months cultivating relationships with NFT enthusiasts, creating an online community of devoted fans, and then using this popularity to raise 50 ETH, that's $140,000 on the day of trading, in a one-day campaign to crowdfund his upcoming album, Overstimulated. The campaign auctioned off half of Allan's share of future master royalties, with the half he keeps representing a far better deal than most major label artists receive, while also providing him with a substantial advance and creative autonomy. Allan also sells individual songs on the NFTs market platform catalog, which does not necessitate to surrender his rights to his work. He claims that he now makes 85% of his living from NFTs. Hundreds of musicians have joined Allan in this new world. On Catalog, 140 artists have sold 350 records for a total of more than $1 million. Songcamp is a digital collective where dozens of musicians from all over the world form teams to create music and multimedia. Overall, the goal of these NFT-based musicians is to push technological boundaries and carve out a living outside of the record label system, which has dominated the music industry for decades. I don't think this creates rich artists, Allan says. What this does is create a musical middle class. Danny Saucedo, one of Sweden's most popular artists, has released a number of singles on his own and with the help of his fans in the last 2 years since leaving Sony Music to go independent. It only took a few posts on Danny's social media to raise the same amount he would have received as an advance from major labels in 48 hours. Decentralized fan funding platforms offer the best solutions for rising stars and emerging artists. They assist all sizes of artists in minting their first NFTs and creating stable demand for their product by providing marketing and technical support. Fans in turn have the opportunity to become co-creators while supporting their favorite artists in a simple and enjoyable manner, thanks to gamification. NFTs and fan tokens have the potential to transform the music industry as a whole. We are witnessing a profound and long-lasting shift in how musicians create music and interact with their fans. The uniqueness of non-fungible tokens is one of their distinguishing characteristics. There can't be two NFTs that are the same. Another feature that appeals to modern artists is its versatility. NFTs can be programmed for certain automated actions using smart contracts, eliminating the need for a go-to between the many scenarios. Much has been written about the unjust distribution of revenue in the music industry. The typical split is 50-50, with half going to the performer and the rest going to agents, lawyers, and distributors. In the case of streaming, the artist's situation worsens. With NFTs, we can let the early figures speak for themselves. Even if I upload the full version of the contained song to DSPs worldwide, which I can do still, I would never get even close to 10K. After fees by DSPs, label marketing, etc. Linkin Park's Mike Shinoda, who raised around $11,000 for his first NFT, recently tweeted, "There isn't much that can't be tokenized. Music tracks, artwork, text, apps, files, and even physical objects, such as concert tickets or one-of-a-kind merchandise, can all be accompanied by their own NFTs, allowing artists and content creators to provide new experiences to their audiences." Kings of Leon release of When You See Yourself was an early example. In March, the album was released as an NFT along with an animated cover and a limited edition vinyl. Those who purchased the bundle for $50 were automatically entered into a lottery to win VIP tickets and other perks. Steve Aoki is one of the world's most well-known EDM DJs. If you're not familiar with the term EDM, it stands for electronic dance music. inquire with your children about it, or just ask the obnoxious coworker who won't stop talking about Burning Man. Aoki, like most other musicians, experienced some unanticipated downtime in 2020. The pandemic put an end to the never-ending stream of live shows that have been his life, not to mention his primary source of income. So Aoki did what many people did during the lockdown. He became interested in collectibles. I got like the Michael Jordan rookie card for $85,000. I got 2 of those, Aoki said. This is not a cheap hobby. However, around the same time, Aoki began selling his own collectibles. He worked with an Italian digital artist to create the Dreamcatcher series, which is a multimedia mashup of art and music. Art is subjective. One person's Dreamcatcher series is another person's Van Gogh, and Dreamcatcher series fetched a Van Gogh price, $4 million in sales. The same way people are buying jerseys of their favorite athletes or they're buying Pokemon, whatever it is they're collecting. Now music is another huge collectible industry, Aoki said. Aoki sees digital memorabilia as an important new revenue source in the world where musicians earn less than a penny per Spotify stream and live touring could disappear with the next COVID-19 lockdown. An important question to ask is, can NFTs replace record labels? There's a high demand for new revenue models and the democratization of the industry as a whole. When combined with NFTs and decentralization via blockchain technology, the fan funding model has the potential to drive a radical shift in how music is created, funded, and promoted. This has the potential to help artists achieve true independence and usher in the end of the era of major labels. Would you invest in your favorite artist's songs if you knew they'd be fairly compensated and you'd get a cut as well? How would you like to have a say in what kind of music is released so that you can hear more of the songs you enjoy? The answer is almost certainly yes. Allan and others see NFTs as a viable alternative to the current system of major music labels as they build community and infrastructure. Labels have long been influential in the music industry because they provide artists with cash up front, mentorship, mass distribution, and survival strategies. In exchange, they typically assume creative control and mastering rights to an artist's work, allowing them to use the music in perpetuity. Taylor Swift values masters so much that she is re-recording all of her previous albums from the ground up. NFT musicians believe that a new model, such as the one offered by Catalog, has the potential to provide financial stability, creative freedom, and community all at the same time. Halik Mal believed in the power of NFTs after becoming disillusioned with the music industry after working for a decade and being signed to labels. There was a large degree of manipulation and a lack of regard for my wider vision as an artist, he says. Mal recently sold 4 songs as NFTs for 56 ETH, that's approximately $261,000. Mal also has a thriving Discord, owns his masters, and is using the proceeds from NFT sales to build a music and art studio in Barbados, where he hopes to uplift a community that frequently suffers from brain drain. Before, your fan base couldn't be in the label meeting with you, but now we are all in the label together, he says. It's like being in the auction house window versus going and campaigning for what you believe in. All these go to show that there could be a massive exodus from the traditional music record labels to NFTs in the nearest future. The Grammys announced that next year's show would be commemorated by a series of non-fungible tokens. NFTs, a crypto industry standard, can take the form of almost anything, including original tweets, video game features, and basketball cards. However, they are typically a combination of digital art and digital receipt. Proof from the seller of a digital item that the buyer is the only authentic owner or one of a limited number of authentic owners. NFTs enable digital item creators to make their digital items scarce and thus more valuable. There's no word on what the Grammy NFTs will look like or how much they will cost. Quincy Jones, a music super producer, is behind One Off, the company that is collaborating with the Grammys to create them. A sneak peek could be the Crystal Token, recently released on One Off by rapper Doja Cat. It was sold for $188,000. The Grammys NFT announcement is the latest example of how the technology underlaying the brave new world of crypto is influencing how musicians make their money, for better or worse. Only time will tell whether music NFTs are merely a byproduct of a bullish crypto market or a transformative force poised to disrupt the music industry. While optimists speak of a new creator economy and artist autonomy, skeptics question utility and whether the current model of music NFTs will scale beyond a small group of artists who are heavily involved in the crypto community. And that brings us to the end of today's video. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell to watch more videos like this. And you know you don't have to be a musician before you can earn NFTs, right? Check out other videos on how you can earn NFTs. Bye.